Ashoka's trusted friends and
I would
allies?
like to hero point that for a +4. Uh-oh, you've got some allies in the crowd.
I didn't know if Ashoka had allies.
Foxfire's going, Charm War! Nice. Hold on, Marty. Hold it. All right, I'm holding my horses. Let's go to the sheet where we track the hero points and burn one of those motherfuckers.
Okay, did I understand what was happening?
Yeah, give me a spellcraft check. And a knowledge religion. What sheet is this?
31 spellcraft.
It was a swift spell-like ability to charm person that she used. And you can give me a knowledge religion.
Okay. I can't because I need to ask Nemi.
Okay. You don't know how she did that. Like, that was... She continues on the conversation, whether or not. She goes, do tell me about your hatred of Sindara.
Okay. Ashoka is going to pretend that he's charmed.
Oh. Oh. Bad enough for me. Something for me to get over.
$37 is the bluff check.
Oh, wow. Okay. Where are these? Is it the combat sheet? I'm still looking for our hero point. We've got so many sheets for this campaign. Combat sheet. Audience hero points. Lucas spent his...
Ashoka needs to figure out what fucking alignment this lady is and get a permanent item of protection from whatever that alignment is.
Okay. Yeah,
I know, Ahmed, I can't hear you, but I agree.
She continues and...
Evil.
Give me a sense motive.
Okay.
This is to see if she knows that you're pretending to be charmed.
29.
She's acting like she's your friend.
Okay.
Do tell me about your hatred of Sindara.
It's an interesting relationship.
She tries to use beauty to juxtapose the ugliness of goblins and now trolls. She is a blight upon this city.
Yes. She gives those with other looks a bad name.
So what do you have planned for her? I'd very much like to know. She smiles coyly as she's swirling the wine around in her wine glass. She waves away as like little hors d'oeuvres or whatever that's being served. Like she's not going to eat in front of you.
Well, we do know that where her goblins have been coming from, and now the trolls.
Oh.
We know where she's raising the new ones, and we know that we've already permanently removed several of her more stubborn gladiators from the mix.
You know where the trolls are coming from?
Yes.
Where are they coming from? She says.
Yeah, Ashoka's going to... it's... Adam is forgetting the name. It's...
The Cleft of Kelmar!
Cleft of Kelmar! The Cleft of Kelmar. Apparently the trolls are in some grand tournament to the old gods.
Why are the trolls at the Cleft of Kelmar?
They are trying to become champion. We need to know what that means. Because we plan to kill her champion. Again and again and again.
Oh. She smiles. She's
be doing
lost
something.
she's lost the love of the goblins, much to our chagrin, as they're all over this town.
Yes, vermin.
Indeed.
I know we're doing something right, because she's trying to kill us in an ever more public fashion.
Really?
Oh, we've only had 3 assassination attempts in the last month or so.
She needs
It
better
must be working.
assassins.
It must be working.
And what gained this ire of yours?
We slew one of their reincarnating druids, as well as several others.
Oh, yes, that was one of her old plans. She planned on reincarnating. Goblins ended up dying really quickly and not being able to spread their knowledge to the next generation. They died too quick. Reincarnate was going to be their way of, I don't know, infecting us all with goblins at heart. There might still be goblins out there running around in human skin. The thought of that just is awful. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course. When someone is sick on the inside, they are sick forever, no matter how you change the outside.
Yes.
Marty's doing sexy lady pouty lips.
Well, I do approve of this. Go and make her life a miserable mess. There can only be one queen of Vatapol.
Yes. Now, the rituals of her people. She is currently struggling for my attention.
What are you going to do about this Kelmar?
We plan to travel there in caravan next season, when our gladiators are no longer pressured to fight. Our schedule is quite busy for the remaining weeks.
Understood. Give me another sense motive.
"32!"
She's heard of the Cleft of Kelmar for some reason. She seems surprised that there were trolls there, and she's relieved that you are going next season. The Cleft of Kelmar is a dangerous place. I wouldn't... And it's probably been picked over dozens of times by fossers and other treasure hunters. I wouldn't bother going there at all.
Perhaps you're right. We shouldn't go there at all. We haven't set anything in stone yet.
I'm so glad that we could meet, Ashoka. Perhaps we could have one final toast before we leave. And you notice a servant comes over, and the bottle in the center is being poured into 2 little glasses. Little shot glasses.
Okay.
Shot glass is brought to her. She picks up the glass. Shot glass is being brought to you. A drink to friendship, she says.
Okay. Marty.
Yes.
I have Charm Monster
Yep.
as a spell.
Yep.
Can I counter a potion, effectively, or whatever spell effect?
Oh, give me a second. If this was a potion of charm monster, could you charm monster the potion? Is what you're thinking.
Yes.
Let me look at Can you look at counterspell?
Sure.
And now I'm going to look at potions.
Oh, no, I don't want that. Counterspells.
It's not even a spell trigger. It just, you drink it and it takes effect immediately, requiring no special skill.
So the target of your counterspell tries to cast a spell, blah, 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 free action, blah, blah, blah. Identify. Specific exceptions. Some spells can counter other spells. Oh, never mind. Dispel magic is counterspell. Yeah. You can disrupt casting of the same spell by another creature.
You can choose by readying an action, but you're also spending your action to drink it, so there's an action of economy problem.
This would be if you had the move action drink feat. You could try to...
Because you drink and then you try to dispel it, but...
Right.
Okay, so the servant has come up to you. There's this little shot glass. The shot glass is not crystal. It is solid, like it's opaque. The servant is there. You know that she is toasting in friendship. A charmed person would definitely drink from this, and you've been put into a very precarious...
Interesting.
Foxfire saying hero point to give him extra action. That's interesting.
There's that. Also, Foxfire. I have a really high sleight of hand, so I'm going to use a sleight of hand to pretend to drink it.
Awesome. Okay, give me your sleight of hand.
All right. This is what we do. Now, did I take my sneaky son of a bitch? I think I've got sneaky charm, sneaky sense motive.
Where are you putting the liquid as you pretend to drink it?
Give me a second. I would like to keep it, if possible.
Okay, that will make the sleight of hand more difficult.
Yeah.
Or require a second sleight of hand.
I know a really good mage. I think I'm just gonna have it go down my collar, and then we'll just use this clothing sample as I just want to know what the spell is. You'll
just suck the juice out of the clothing.
We'll use that. Yeah.
Okay, give me your sleight of hand. It is DC 20 to do a thing, just to successfully do it, and then it's an opposed, whatever your check is opposed by her perception. Correct. Her perception would be.
And Nemi's gone, Lucas. 30. Okay. I've never been so happy to. This is the first time I've ever seen sleight of hand used in a. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Is she better at seeing than I am at sneaking?
Now, she is 20 feet away, so that's a -2 to perception, and you're in a darkened area, so I'm going to give you another +2.
The light's on her, the dark's on him, so it should be a
34.
bonus.
Now, with her level plus her wisdom...
She seems charisma-based.
Mm.
And did you put max ranks in perception? Is it a class skill for her?
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of sorceress bard or something. I don't know.
With the distance... is 32. Because she put you in a shadowy corner, you were able to get it. So you spill it all over your collar, and you pretend to drink it. And you notice her waiting, and she's looking at you intently. And she just kind of arches her neck off to the side, and there's a servant there with a fan. Her hair sort of drifts ever so slightly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm immune to poison.
How are you behaving?
I will behave as if I am waiting for a command.
She sort of she pouts a little bit. Ashoka?
Yes, ma'am.
She stands up from her seat, and she's sort of just running her hand along the side of the table as she's walking up towards you, gliding, slowly moving, hips swaying ever so slightly. Do your people know love?
In what fashion?
Do they know love?
Yes.
And tell me who you love. Her hand starts to kind of brush up against your hand and up the side of your...
I love you.
Magnus.
He lies and says he loves her.
Okay, all right.
Because if he was
Good
truly
thing Magnus
charmed,
ain't
he'd
here,
say,
baby.
"Who do you love?" Myself would be the real answer.
Give me
Magnus
one
here is a
last
great thing.
opposed sense motive versus all right, so her level is that. She's got a really good wisdom. She's got a 36 in her sense motive.
Okay. I've got one more double bluff. So first one, 31. Oh, 26. Uh-oh.
Spaghetti spoon.
The hero points makes it a 35. So I rolled poo-poo.
We did go kind of fast, so... Perhaps your kind and my kind are not.
If you did it preemptively, it's a +8. That's what Marty's referring to.
Yep. We also did those. We also did those rolls really quickly. I will let a +8 apply Foxfire or random. Foxfire or random. I have one. Can we stack 4s? Okay, so it sounds like randomly's gonna spend one.
Mm-hmm.
He still has one more left. Perhaps your people and my people are not compatible in that way. Still, I expect your undying loyalty, if not your affection.
Give me 1 second. I'm just looking at the background details of Ashoka.
Do you understand?
You have whatever you need, ma'am.
That's better, she says. She runs her hand up the side of your arm and kind of across your shoulder, but then stops touching you and sort of strolls out of the room. You're dismissed for now, Ashoka. Perhaps if you're a good little snake, we can speak again in person.
I will be counting the monuments, ma'am.
Oh, and do come to talk to me before you leave for this Cleft of Kelmar. My ancestors suffered greatly there.
As you wish, ma'am.
She walks out of the room, giggling to herself. It is time for you to go. Say some really, like...
She's evil, dude.
She's pretty fucked up, that's what... Did anything that her lips touched stay at the table?
Yeah, there are now servants, however, flanking you and telling you to leave. The glass at the end of the table, and then one more perception check.
Okay. Right.
Like these really overzealous, jealous guards. The jealous guard.
Yep.
The guards of jealousy. You saw that it was a holy symbol in her hand. You can make a knowledge religion to figure out whose holy symbol it is.
I don't have religion. No, I just got knowledge locals. So Ashoka is going to go and basically take the glass.
Okay, the guards are stopping you. Like, they're... This way.
Alright.
They've already... They as she left the room, they flanked you and are inviting you to leave, and walking down the table kind of means walking into them. So you bump into one. That way.
Okay, I'm going to dimension door to the other side.
Hey, what are you doing?
He will breathe deeply of the woman's scent. Take the glass.
Not another one. All right. They see that you're not going after the potion bottle in the middle, which is what they seem to be. But they have half drawn their blades and have taken shields off of their back now, and are marching towards you. Your turn. You have a goblet with her lipstick mark on it.
Okay. I stow the goblet, start walking out.
Okay, they grab you underneath the arms, and they're now dragging you out of the house.
Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, it really depends on the level of the charm. For your own safety, I would unhand me.
You're just like all the others.
It would be very bad for you. I'm going to intimidate.
Okay.
Magnus is coming!
27.
All right, leave.
Okay, well, walk out.
Okay, the intimidation made them forget about the goblet that you stole, and the door slams roughly behind you. Nem comes flapping over from the roof across the way.
Lady Daestra, I will be counting the moments till my return. Fucking walk off. I have to go shower this fucking gross off myself.
You can see some people on the road just shaking their heads at you. There we go. There's some old man like sweeping a stoop, and there goes another one.
Motherfucker.
Nim turns back into an imp.
That was not very polite for them to, is everything alright? Did I just hear you call out you would count days?
Moments, actually.
Moments. Yeah, I suppose moments are very long or short. Not a very, precise unit of measurement.
No.
Is everything alright, Master? I felt that you were, agitated.
It was...
And excited.
interesting.
Master always gets excited when his plans go to, when his plans go according to plan.
Yes.
As plans should be. When
Yes,
the world is polite, plans go well.
Yes, Nemi, the master is very excited.
Mm.
Hey, we're gonna go bug the High Mage.
You go back to fucking Phineas. All right, Phineas is.
It's like late evening.
Yeah. The guards eventually let you in. By this point, the Zedd guard just lets you in. It's your Zedd, not his Zedd. Please, right this way. He lets you in almost immediately. And escorts you to where the wizard is, not in some room. He's like, huh? What?
I need you to analyze a substance, High Mage, if you could.
What?
Ashoka's getting undressed. He stops at the tunic, but he basically takes all the clothes that like all the upper body clothing and here.
Ah. Well, all right. Unwin, you can help me with this. Get the alembics. It's appear to be some sort of potion. He casts a spell, and Unwin's helping him. I think Unwin can auto-aid on alchemy. And alchemists can use their craft alchemy to identify potions. So the High Mage is also a high alchemist. But he's not high. He's being good today. So his identifying craft is plus 30.
Unwin's around. You just need Unwin to be around all the time.
Plus 32 on the roll. The DC of this is 30, so he can't fail.
Well, no wonder I didn't find it.
Oh, where did you get this, and why did you spill it on yourself? I hope you didn't drink any of it.
I spilled it on myself precisely so I wouldn't need to drink it.
Unwin, this is a very powerful charm. It is called a filter of love, also known as a love potion. This potent preparation causes the drinker who drinks it, the creature who drinks it, to fall madly in love with the first creature he or she perceives after consuming it.
How do you protect yourself from that kind of crap?
This thing is otherwise, if romantic love is possible, that is the type of love. If it is not possible, it will be a platonic sort of adoration. This charm is permanent and can only be removed by such spells as break enchantment, dispel magic, limited wish, miracle, remove curse, or wish.
Is it something that can be resisted?
No. Not without potent spells that could block enchantment effects. There's no save to this thing. None.
Oh, he's very sexual.
This was actually pretty interesting because I never really considered Ashoka's sexuality as like in a normal sense before, because he views it as like power games. So in terms of his species, like unless he's got a abnormal brain completely, romantic love should be possible.
This is from the Advanced Player's Guide. And has no DC in it. It's 3,000 gold pieces a dose.
Which is really low. It's cheap. It's basically free. Like,
That's a good way to get followers.
Yeah.
This was fucking... Are you taking the leadership feat?
Where did you get this, says Unwin? And you notice that they have managed to coax enough of it out that you've got this tiny, tiny vial with a single dose of the filter of love. This is an item, by the way, that I would have never created, or even included if it was not part of the rule set. This is
it's way too it's OP as shit.
Yep. It's also a little creepy. It's a little creepy.
Yeah. The way depending on how you use it. Yeah. Phineas, the High Mage can answer your question, child.
This is a
Could use one of the new constrictor.
this is a dangerous substance. I'm not too sure I feel good about letting this out of the laboratory.
As the High Mage, I believe it is your purview to protect the city from such dangerous magics.
Then it will remain here for further study.
It would be hilarious if you got her to drink it.
Get her to drink it? Now that's basically feeding it to her, and then being like... And then now you basically get her entire Ludus, because it's how the whole thing is constructed.
That's right, you don't have to charm everyone, you just gotta charm the ruler.
Yep.
I think Lord of the Rings taught us that one.
Phineas, how much can you derive from someone's material?
I'm not sure I follow your question. It's been a long day, Ashoka.
Saliva.
How much of what?
How powerful are you in divinations?
Oh, yes, I can scry. I've been meaning to share this with... I think you can scry. Yes. Scrying is a 4th circle spell for wizards. I learned it a long time ago. We've been meaning to, mention, but I've been too busy at my crafting bench, that we could scry upon people, like, gladiators who've run away.
Yes, and pick them up.
Yes, if I have saliva, this can provide a suitable...
Ashoka tries
bond?
to describe the holy symbol.
Okay. The holy symbol is...
And Fox, switching on her would be absolutely hilarious. But I need to first make Sindara crazy.
Actually, get Sindara to drink it, and then get her to drink it. Then Lord Nori.
The holy symbol was of a ruby red skull with a fiery glowing halo.
Oh, that's metal as shit.
It looks like... Can you see that?
Yeah. It's like basically like a Gears of War emblem.
Yeah.
A red skull, fiery halo.
Phineas rolls a 12. He's got a...
Plus a million.
In a yawn, he's like... "Ugh. I believe that's the god of your friend Necromancer. The one that he worships. Oh, do you mean Weejas?
Huge ass. He's evil.
Yes, it is the goddess Weejas. It's the god of death, magic, vanity, and law.
Huge ass.
Interesting.
Well, yes. She's worshipped commonly by necromancers and wizards.
What nature are her priests? Lawful and evil?
They tend towards more evilish things, but I would think that their church has survived because they have adhered to the laws of the Imperium. I wouldn't trust them. Weejas is a demanding deity who expects obedience from her followers.
Weird.
It's like a death magic goddess of vanity, which is the closest thing I could find to beauty in this pantheon.
I was like, I'm like, are you sure it's not like Sunni? Looks like Sunni. No,
It's
not Sunni.
like sorcerers, love me, and necromancers going, yes, obey my commands.
Well, also making the most powerful undead you've ever seen. My charisma was 22 before I became undead.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Bow to the Lich of Weakness!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Radamer never spoke about the vanity part of it, but this kind of makes sense, says Undwin. Vain people like themselves. Yes, it does.
Is there a relic of wee Jas that involves a broken shield?
Not that I'm aware of, says Phineas, although there are many relics. Thousands of them, I suppose. There were empires before. There were great kingdoms before the Empire came here.
The Nash. The Gouge. The Cleve of God damn it, Kelmar?
The Cleft of Kelmar!
You got a hard time remembering now. don't you?
Cedric Lamar. Like, what the... the are the wee Jassians related to the Cleft of Kelmar? The battle there is...
I don't think so. It was mainly a fight between Hextor and Cord. Hextor being sort of like akin to a devil with 6 arms, and Cord like a titan of goodliness and chaos who likes to lift things.
There's probably undead there.
Could be. Or trolls. No, broken shield, that seems to be more of a warrior thing, wouldn't it?
Yes. I have a feeling that the leadership is new. Thank you for your time, Phineas. Ashoka starts to put his clothes back on.
You're welcome.
Why'd you take your pants off?
Oh, and Zed, next time, make sure that you don't bring the guests directly to me. Bring them to the waiting area, and I think everyone is tired.
Yes, sir.
It's much more appropriate that way, he explains to Ashoka. I can't be seen giving favoritism.
Yes. We wouldn't want there to be any visible sense of impropriety.
Even though I still need you to help attend. What did you learn while we were at the Count's place? You didn't give me a report. I expect, like... How am I supposed to... What use are you if I don't learn anything?
The Count, yes. Oh, I did mention the main piece of information. People noticed that you were hesitant in declaring your love.
Aside from that, did it go all right?
It went quite well. You are going to have interesting challenges with the High Priest. He does not view you as an equal.
No, he is the Archbishop, and I'm very new.
Yes. I believe the Inquisitor is going to attempt to use you as a tool.
So much I need to do. I can't be doing their job as well.
The Masked Oracle appears to want you as an ally, although he is not expectant.
Ha! Heathens.
Like I said, not expectant. And your friend, what's his name? Where is he?
Magistrate Faru! He
Yes.
at least is in my corner, and he controls... And he's the judge around these parts.
And he is trying to keep you prime for manipulation.
I knew that. I did that one on my own, he says.
Yes. While he is a friend of yours, he does have his own purposes for your activities.
What sort of... He's a judge. How far can his machinations go?
As far as the machinations of his friends.
The one I'm actually worried about is the Duke.
Yes.
And I suppose I'll have to send word to our mutual master, he says quietly while Unwin's cleaning up some bottles and things.
Of course.
Phineas is carefully with a pair of tongs, kind of like putting the potion of love. Meanwhile, you had it spilled all over you like hot sauce.
Hey, you peasant! Lick me!
You have to drink it, is what he says. Like, mere contact with the substance is not enough, but he's still treating it like it's a dangerous substance.
Phineas,
Right. Yes, Ashoka.
did your accoutrement of relaxation make its way?
Very good question, Fox. I'm waiting to see how that one plays out.
Relaxation.
Phineas, you owe me wrong.
Sorry.
Personal relaxation.
He's...
I want to ensure that you're holding up.
Yes. What are you making reference to, Mark?
Drugs. Does he need drugs?
Ah, yes. He looks over at Unwin, who's busy. He doesn't want to talk about it in front of Unwin. I should have enough, but I will need some more, is what he says.
All right then.
Not in front of the boy.
Of course.
Wouldn't be right, he says, and he closes the door behind him.
Yep. There we go.
This way, sir, says Zedd.
Thank you.
Sure.
Good.
The doppelganger
Walks up.
Zedd is escorting you out of the Tower of the Sage.
Yeah.
What was Tacitus's final warning to Phineas?
Don't trust anyone.
doppelgangers.
There's
Right,
doppelgangers
because of
everywhere.
the doppelgangers. And now you've got one guarding him. Oh,
Bodyguard.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. All right, so Ashoka heads back to the Ludus after having dealt with the.
Ashoka's gonna get murdered. You know this, right? That's your vital thing. By everyone. close
Magnus,
to him.
give me an int check to see if you notice that that Six's cell is no longer occupied.
Okay. That's a straight D20 right here.
Nope.
No. There's a cell here?
You just in your goings about. It's a prisoner that you never really paid much attention to, and out of sight, out of mind, I guess. I think this is a good place for us to end the week. Because the diplomacy is done, which means that there's a 40% chance at a random encounter or a random event for the end of week 31. Go ahead and give me a percentile roll.
Oh no, that's 7 on a D1000. I'll roll a D100.
Yeah, just roll the D100.
42.
All right, so the no event. I don't want to start that of you just rolling higher dice and then
factor it down.
yep.
No, it's bad precedent, of course. It's just funny.
Because when you fail, it's like, oh, I rolled the wrong die, and when you succeed, it's like, oh, but look at the odds that I beat to get that. No, don't let your players play dice games. All right,
It's the same thing, though, isn't it? Magnus.
week 32 needs to be planned. Ashoka apparently is going on an adventure.
Breaking out his new
Ahmed, can you mark
shoes.
off 1 talent for teleport scrolls?
Ashoka paid for that.
No, it's off of the Ludus. You
I'm sorry, Ashoka paid for that.
Magnus is going adventuring.
1.2 talents.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Czargon is going adventuring, and Zedd is going adventuring.
Yep.
Phineas is going to spend time at the tower.
Not adventuring.
He's got shiz to do.
Yeah.
What is Sona doing this week?
Training others. I think Vigo still has some training that needs to get done.
Yep. Okay, so Sona is training. Fleas?
Is he fully? I'm sorry. My sheet's still loading. That's why I'm just haven't. Okay, here we go. Loaded.
Please trained.
Yep.
So.
Well, let's see if he needs anything. Can we increase his morale? It's good. Yeah, Fleece is pretty good. We can get him to train people. He's got effective dice. 12.
The base. What's this? Base expense. I think he's a 6. Wait a sec. Where does the level go? I'm confused.
What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah,
What
he's
level
6.
is he?
He's level 6. Yeah, he finished leveling up, and so did Czargon.
Okay, so Czargon is blah blah blah. Scarab is
What's Brog doing?
Brog. I don't know.
Just idle, waiting for his third fight.
Yeah, I think so.
Entertain
Well,
him.
we-
Entertain him.
If we were trying to improve his... Nah, we'll save that for other people.
Oh, there's Quelzy can get some entertainment.
Okay, Czargon's going on an adventure. Scarab is... Why do I have sword written down by Scarab? You were buying him a sword?
We're buying him a
Yeah.
sword. We're waiting for it.
You
This
guys,
should
yeah, you guys paid for that. Okay.
Yep.
So his sword is done. Actually, add it to his character sheet. What is he actually doing?
Did somebody already add the? Oh, it's the 1.2 talents.
He can help continue training your gladiators.
Yeah.
This is 4.
All right, which brings us to how many dice do you have for training? You want to break out a calculator?
Are we going to retrain? What's his name? Ling.
That one.
We'd rather him do crafting, right? So.
Okay, you've got 25 points for Sona and Fleas. Scarab adds another 9 until we fiddle. It'll be higher once we fill out his sheet, but he's getting adjusted.
Okay, how much of that can train Arcane?
Oh,
Fleece can train. Fleece and Sona can train. Arcane.
25 can train Arcane.
Okay.
Plus another 4, so that's 29 can train Arcane. Scarab counts for 9, plus your training facilities of 6. So you've got 15 regular training.
Okay, so we've... Okay. Alright. Let's just take a look at the feats that the Wizard Ling has, because we might give him some crafting feats. He's got Scribe Scroll, Craft Wondrous Item.
So you guys are in the middle of training his dex.
Additionally, his feat selection is such that he can do most of the crafting. He just needs arms and armor, but arms and armor is a 5th, so he doesn't have a feat that's available for that.
We train one of his feats.
We need him to level. We train him to craft, be a better crafter by leveling him. So, go get some XP, monkey.
Where is he? Conclave, Wizard Ling.
Yeah, so we'd have to take Craft Wondrous Item. So we'd have to remove Greater Spell Focus to take Craft Wondrous Item, and then retrain Craft Wondrous Item to take Craft Arms and Armor. So I think what we do is, right now he's got Craft Clothes. He needs the skills.
You can just retrain Greater Spell Focus Evocation as Craft Arms and Armor. because he's
that'll-
5th level. You can retrain lower level feats to higher level feats as long as you meet the prereqs.
Oh, okay. All right. So then, it'd be we'll retrain the greater spell focus. But first we'll finish the dex
Okay.
training.
Cool.
Wait a sec. Yeah, he needs the dex training. Yep. Okay. Okay, so that means that we just have the basic pool. And how many people need training?
Wizardling, Old Vigo,
Ling,
Nova.
Vigo. No, yeah, and 6.
6 if you're spending.
No, six,
No, she's busy.
Six is already trained.
busy. 6 is
6 has already got
installed.
his.
Yep.
No, Quailsy got her training.
No, 6. Ashoka paid for it, and it got done.
Oh, right.
6 is guarding. He's not training.
Yep. But he is now a Rogue 7.
Yep.
Or Rogue 5. Sorry, Rogue 5.
Yep.
That's.
I'll have to. I haven't updated those builds yet.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll put 8 on Wizardling.
Yes, we do. We don't have a goddamn cleric. Or isn't Nova a cleric?
T8.
8 on Nova. And so he's actually, so let's put 8 on Old Vigo.
Okay, that's 24. You still have
10 by my count.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll put
No. You have 29 arcane and then 15
oh fuck.
non-arcane.
All right. So we've got 25 arcane and then 15 non-arcane. Okay, so put 15 on Wizardling and 10 on Old Vigo and 10 on Nova.
That's 35. And you've got 44 points.
No need. You
The
don't
rest-
need. Question, Marty.
35,
Can
we
you
got
train
44.
others?
Okay, so put 5 more on Old Vigo and 4 on Nova.
Okay.
Can we get
Might as well
our
use the dice.
gladiators to train other people and make money out of that?
You could put them to work.
Yeah, let's put 9 of those
Why
dice.
don't we let them rest before the fight?
Whatever, dude. I'm just caring about slaves. Come on. Merry Christmas.
All right, Bannock Baden is idle.
Yep.
6 is playing bodyguard
Yep.
duty.
And we want to improve Quailsy's behavior.
Attitude. Yeah, give her some entertainment.
Is it morale first, then attitude, or attitude then morale? I'm
It's
confused.
morale then attitude. Attitude is like diplomacy.
All right. So we're gonna entertain her. We're gonna try to get better morale, and then from there
Yeah,
we'll.
entertainment, get
cool.
the morale up, and then attitude.
So E5. Got it. Cool. Go ahead and roll that first while we're here.
For
Okay.
get a fella, dude. I'll just call you from over here.
3 successes.
Okay, that is enough to improve her morale. She's actually having fun.
Hey, this is
So-
the best news ever.
Interesting box, because I think Divine Casters just got a universal nerf if they're not 5-face God Divine Casters. But we should be training others. This is a thing that
6 is playing bodyguard. That's fine. Nova Skullcrusher's got 14 training points versus her 4. She needs 4 successes to train
level.
Oh,
that's not very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, never mind. That's
Okay. She is now level 4. Fighter cleric.
Yep.
Cool. Old Vigo.
Can you roll that one? Because I'm making a note on.
Yeah, how many is he getting?
Old Vigo, are you training his strength or his level?
Strength, isn't it?
Okay. So you need 3 successes. You've got 14 dice. There's a lot of attention being lavished on Old Vigo. right now.
Let's
15
actually, sorry,
dice.
let's.
I'm an old man with a potato. Would you stop
sure.
making me run around the circle?
Okay,
Yeah, he's good.
His strength
He's
is
a
now,
bunch.
I believe, 10. I believe all his physicals are now 10.
I am
Make
the
that-
strongest
make-
old ass man you've ever seen.
I think
Nothing.
I think he can now gestalt as well. Let's have a
Yes.
look at old Vigo.
He is now.
Yeah, his strength of 9.
I'm editing here, so I would.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm working over here.
All right, so old Vigo will have 20 or 84 out of 84 ability scores, which means he can gestalt.
Make
He
him a
will-
druid?
He will then make him a druid.
His wisdom's kind of low.
I was joking, because I love druids.
He's lawful neutral.
Let's see those stats. Int 15, wisdom 13, charisma 20. It's almost like he wants to be an oracle. And he worships the five-faced god.
Perfect. Get it. We need more healing in here with minimal healing.
It's true.
We need five-faced god worshippers in here.
Although he might convert to, given that you guys have been so so kind to him, to another god. We'll see.
No!
Maybe he goes back to gunslinger.
Oracle, and like he's already got an arcane caster. Like he's a sorcerer. So
Nova Gestalt yet.
he is such a better.
Nova got she earned her XP for 4th, but they ended up putting up her ability scores, changing this adept to cleric, and then leveling her up so that they had less dice to train. Basically, they were playing the game of 0 to 3 is easier than 0 to 4.
Makes a difference.
3
And it was
successes
true
versus 4 successes.
Until we started having so much training ability where we're like, well, just throw 20 dice at it.
Yeah.
She's got decent stats.
At the time, it made sense. Now, who gives a shit?
Yep. Her character sheet needs a bunch of updating.
Yep.
That's fine. She's a Tempe, so it's okay for them to lag behind a little bit. All right. Wizard Ling. Basically, you are training his dex. He needs 4 more successes, and he's got a crap ton of rolls. So T15. 15 dice.
Many successes.
Many successes are had. You can add his dex.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes him capable of now gestalting.
No, he needs another ability point. We don't know where it goes.
Okay.
Oh, we were going to do charisma as the next one.
So 0 to 6 charisma. For the next one. 0 to 6. Can your Ludus train charisma?
I don't know.
Ability score is strength, dex, con, charisma. Yep, you've got a charm school at your.
Perfect.
Yell
We
louder.
we are going to get the mange off the monkey so the patches of hair, because he's a 7 charisma monkey.
Yep, lots of grease and mirrors and presenting yourself and shoulders straight and projecting
Elocution.
and elocution.
Projecting
Yep.
your voice and posture and stance.
Stance and performance and yeah. There's an important performance aspect to the whole gladiatorial thing that some of you just never bothered to learn. I'm looking at you, Magnus.
You're welcome.
I'm just the barbarian who swings his big ass sword really strong. All right, dinner with Daestra worked really well. That was a lot of fun.
Lucas. She was level 3 and she was at the end of season games and face tanking trolls. She was bad. A little bit less bad.
Yeah, she's a little less bad. Exactly. And if Sona, Fleas, Brog, Czargon, or Scarab dies, you could move something up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sid is MIA. He's still MIA. However, next week, look at that. Look at that, Ahmed. Have you updated Sid? Is Sid all leveled up?
Hey guys, what's happening? It's been a while.
I already feel less comfortable.
All of my guys are weird.
We're gonna have to roll something randomly for Sid, so I'm gonna make a note for the random roll for Sid.
That's cool.
Wonder where the extra ear goes.
I'm just wondering.
I'm
yeah,
voting for an ear where your belly button is.
why do I have a dog nose?
Because the clone was rushed.
Isn't there a chance that nothing bad happens?
It'll just be a little bit bad. An extra toe, you know. Or a missing toe.
I think what I'll do is I'll grab the ogrekin deformity table, and that will be one set of options. And then another set of options will be something's wrong with your shape changing, and then another set of options there will be something there will be something wrong with your ability scores. It's like the really weak Sid, or the really dumb Sid, or the really
I want the extra unwise Sid because I want to see the 4 wisdom.
Hey guys, I gotta put the guns over there.
don't put your hand in that.
Sure, I should have put my hand in that.
I'm going to take a quick wash and break, and then we're going to play around with teleportation scrolls as the masters and some of the gladiators of the Conclave of Crimson Scale are going to decide to go on an
Slaughterhouse.
adventure. Yeah, we'll see how well equipped and how well the party functions on
It'll
this.
be interesting to see
adventure.
when Magnus goes, what do you mean all of your items are +1 and you don't actually have all the basic gear 9th level sorcerer? Because I fucking walk around the town.
So look at your
What
character
part of I don't fight things?
look at your character sheets to make sure you have the gear that you think that you should for this adventure, and we'll get right back to this. I just need to run.
There's a couple of things that Magnus wanted to buy.
No, you had a bunch of things where you wanted to buy a bunch of magic items.
The what's his name? Did the marketer start looking into that?
Yes, but if you're upgrading your items, the item needs to go with them. So what items are you not taking on the adventurer with you?
How long would it take for them to get done?
1,000 gold pieces per day.
Oh fuck.
And they can only probably buy without rolling 4 grand worth of items. Like you've only invested so much in your marketplace.
I'll only do potions then. I'll only do potions. I'll select 4,000 worth of potions.
Okay.
And
So while you're off adventuring, they're buying potions.
Okay.
Which you're not going to have on your adventure.
Phineas.
No, Phineas is done helping you.
Phineas, you fucking.
Okay,
Especially with
so
you being a dick.
Okay, never mind.
Saying.
okay,
Never mind. It's not working.
all right.
Hey, man, you brought Magnus. Magnus is like your bigger brother.
All right, I'll be right back.
Noogie.
Fucking dick.
Hey, what's that on your face?
I believe that's
There's
pronounced
nothing
dick.
on my face. Biggest dick ever.
What a big chode. What a big chode.
So Magnus taking his 3 swords / shields.
The quotations are for TPK. Yeah, well, here's the thing, guys. If Magnus is going to run off and do a thing, then Magnus is going to run off and do a thing. And Ashoka really can't stop that at this point in time. Because he doesn't have Dominate yet. Once he has Dominate, he can solve that problem.
I do have a Bane human sword, great sword, which I'll actually leave. So I don't really need that. I don't really use it.
Now, the thought process here is that the only actual person in our Ludus who's really an adventurer is Zedd. Like, Zedd was an adventurer. He wasn't a gladiator. He ran around, did adventure stuff. And that's also...
Magnus was a pirate.
I think Rushed made it 1 season or a few months, whereas normally it takes a year. So I think this is the rushed one, because I believe the cloning is a year. bringing Czargon, it'll be a nice way to see the creatures fight without, you know, having everyone see, so that we can have an UPA. And it also happens to be a not bad way to get rid of Magnus if we had to do it in a way that we could blame it on Magnus and, you know, tell Vogel, oh, well, he wanted to go to this crazy cave and there was trolls everywhere and what the fuck could I do? He was a barbarian and he didn't let me charm him. So
It was too crazy.
So yeah, he was off chasing some old god artifact. He died to a troll. So he teleported away.
Oh well.
Uh-oh. There you know. Oh yeah, he might have changed it off screen. It might have been on stream. Like I wasn't there for that. Like I just got the rundown. But I believe clone, if it's a standard clone, takes 1 year to grow. No, it takes up to 8 months to grow. Normally it's 2d4 months. And Zdd died here. Let's just take a look. You are Mia for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 1 month. 6. He's been Mia for 2 months. So it's the minimum time is what this is. It's basically on the 2d4 it rolled 2 to do this. So I think this is rushed. So we'll see. Zedd will do pretty well. He's well for fighting just stuff in general and being useful. Ashoka is going to be quite a bit of his element, and he is of a class that is far more gear-oriented. So he's mostly going to be using like Scorching Rays, I guess. Sneak attack, Scorching Ray will be kind of the bread and butter here. And I mean, Czargon is freaking Czargon.
I'm gonna bring my flaming sword. I have another flaming sword if you want one. You know, I have a spare.
I've got more
This is my
flaming
spare
swords
of my
in-
spare. He's fighting humans, and if I don't want to kill the humans. Good times.
Yeah.
Non-lethal sword. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that at home.
Oh, that would only be needed if you have to go catch Czargon or something.
Fuck,
But
kill him.
it'll be Zedd off chasing Czargon, if that happens. Here, let me just check to make certain that Zedd is prepared. I probably don't need the wind wall.
So in terms of Magnus, the Anus, Magnus has.
Yes, Magnus is an anus.
Let's see, light, cure, invisible cat.
Yeah, Fox, it was. Yeah, no, I think with it being, unless it was 2 on the 2d4, then this is the something, the min of that spell. Maybe Ashoka will do all right. He has Acid Splash and Scorching Ray. so we can stop things from regenning.
Somebody that has a Czargon has a thing that lets him do acid damage, doesn't he? The D6. I think he's a
Yeah.
check. Is it an amulet?
Yes.
That's good. So it's bite, claw, wing, tail, right?
Right. Well, no. Basically, Zedd will turn into a fire elemental. Czargon will turn. We'll just claw
We'll just Czargon his way through the thing. And Magnus will Magnus his way through the thing.
Magnus will Magnus his way through.
And Ashoka will be there with some popcorn.
Oh, well, Ashoka will be there as the bus driver, right?
Invisible.
Yep. That's the basic idea. That's the
Okay.
plan.
I do want to get gloves of Dex from Magnus.
Old person, suggestion,
Dex gloves.
and
Or Dex tattoo
charm
gloves.
person, and charm monster. Those would be the spells that I have that the standard Ashoka fare that would work on trolls. But Scorching Ray and Acid Splash are both pretty effective.
All right,
Yeah,
sorry about
Acid
that.
Splash is good.
I was creating
The
some tokens while you guys
meatballs fight their way.
while you guys were chatting.
The meatball. Let's ask if the meatballs were fighting back.
No, I went and got Swedish fish, and I was creating some tokens.
I'm
I
not
did
meant to
fish
cut the tokens. Oh, we're gonna get died.
Blue and green.
We're gonna get died here.
Grab some caffeine.
Red. Red.
It's
All right.
dead, baby. It's dead.
You gather Zedd, Czargon,
And Ashoka.
Ashoka, Nem.
Let's go kill some shit.
Okay. Are there any instructions you're leaving with? Wait a second. Who's looking after your?
Who's the fucking master? Yeah, let's see. Okay, question. Before we just run off like a bunch of assholes, they're fighting next week. So we have 10 days. Okay, we theoretically should be back.
Well, no,
Before then.
we can come back at any point.
Yeah. So, in case of emergency, like somebody.
Are you
that-
telling your gladiators you're leaving, or are you just leaving?
I think we're just leaving.
Yeah, I don't want to be like Magnus is gone. Let's fucking run for it.
Prison break!
I come back. Everyone's drunk. The place is on fire. No, I don't think we will tell them, but we do need to assign somebody.
I think Nem stays back.
Yes, Nem does not come along.
Oh, but I was not
Oh,
looking
but
for...
master, look, I'm gonna kill the fucking thing, seriously.
Really? You want to threaten more familiars? You have not learned your lesson yet?
No, this is Magnus speaking as if.
I was looking forward to seeing Czargon in fighting shape.
Scarab, no.
Yes.
But I suppose I can remain behind, Master, as your command.
Yes, we
Perhaps
need you.
this heap of responsibility will finally prove to you that I am great enough to receive my wings or my invisibility back.
Yes.
Just a thought. Something for you to ponder on while you are off adventuring in far-off lands.
I will ponder this, Nem.
Yes. Thank you very much for consideration.
How do I get his shit back? Do I need like a regenerate?
You've never really looked into it. So far, you've just sort
Nah,
of
I
like...
mostly just ignored the. Okay.
I'm really not sure who we should leave in charge. Because, like, somebody's coming. Somebody comes to see Magnus. Where's Magnus? He's not here.
They're not here.
Somebody comes to see Ashoka. When the fuck was Ashoka last seen? It's been like 2 days. Like, what the fuck is he?
Sona is
Like-
well respected. However, Sona is still a slave.
All right, Nem. Why don't you just keep up the appearance that that Ashoka has meetings with Phineas, and so does so am I. Me and Ashoka meeting with Phineas will not to be disturbed.
Gracchus,
Yeah.
Here's a Ludus.
we will be back in 4 days. We reject all meetings.
What? You're leaving me in charge? He looks genuinely surprised.
Do you feel this is too much responsibility for you?
I think I should get paid.
You will be.
Paid quite well, he says.
You will be.
Hey, fuck off! Shut up and do it.
Nem
All right.
Nem will help you out. He is a good watcher.
That little thing?
Yes. No fighting. He's looking at Nem. We're going to be very polite.
Oh yes, Nem is always very polite. On the path of politeness, Nem is. There are many steps to politeness, and he is very far along the path. We would not want to have to start again.
Yes. We would not want to have to start
Politely
again.
speaking.
He's looking at Gracchus. Yes, we would not want to have to start again.
I don't know what the fuck that means. That's what Gracchus says.
Yeah, and if any dragons show up, just don't fight them.
And if any of the gladiators step on a line?
Just remind them that Magnus will be back soon. Oh shit, just put your armor on. You're pretty fucking scary yourself.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work?
I've never had to beat any of my gladiators, so you shouldn't have to either.
But I'm allowed to beat them if I have to.
What do you mean by have to? What is get out of line?
They're slaves.
I'll tell them to listen to what you say. If they don't listen to what you say,
He turns to Ashoka. Hypothetically speaking, I'll try to use non-lethal force if they step on a line.
Perfect.
If not, then maybe we'll tie one to that tree of yours and see how that works.
Also acceptable.
Alright, as a last resort, I will kill them.
Agreed.
There, wasn't so
Yep.
hard. He looks at Magnus and smiles.
Nem will help you make the decisions.
I don't want any of my gladiators dead. What the fuck? How much training I put in these bastards?
Yeah, and I started training them too. They could probably use a bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Hold
Try
on,
not to
I'll
kill
go
him.
put my armor on. He drops away. I don't have the other scarab token here. Where the
Yeah, Magnus will go see Sona. Hey, Sona.
Okay, so Sona's out in the yard playing with his
Tell
whip.
him, actually, I don't want to tell him anything. Like, fuck it. Just.
Fleas,
Bye, Sona.
Fleas,
Hey, Sona. Hey.
Fleas is dodging the whip with his shield. They're playing. They're playing. They're playing tag
Magnus,
with the whip.
this one is a much better shield. Thank you, Magnus. The great shield.
It's coming out of your pay. Don't worry about it.
I don't even get paid. Thank you, everyone.
Exactly.
You're too kind to your gladiators.
This is Czargon.
Who's he speaking with?
Magnus.
Okay. Good spirits means they perform better. More loyal. You can get loyalty from fear. But they won't fight for you to the death in the gladiatorial arena when they're right beside you. You can get loyalty multiple ways. You choose how you want to rule.
I have a question for you. I'm going to ask it when we're far from Vatapor.
All right.
Sargon's at like your height when he's kind of like leaning up
Yeah.
against the table, and it's the worm is getting big.
Magnus's
Weird.
breast. Yeah. Look,
All right, Ashoka,
look,
you've got
lights.
2 hastily penned scrolls from the new 3.
And one-
Oh, yes. Two that were recently penned, one that was penned by a different wizard and in different handwriting.
We'll keep that one for later.
Okay.
We're going to teleport to the fat cat inn with the fuzzies and the
Right.
dander everywhere.
Just
and
take another
all the
look at your
furniture
character
and
sheets. Make sure you have
Cats
your
and
shit on.
farms that are inferior to doggos.
All right, you believe the place is called the Wanton Fool,
Wanton Fool.
Inn, and there's a tavern in the basement of the Wanton Fool Inn called the Fat Cat Tap House. Where in this area are you teleporting? Are you teleporting into the tap house? Are you teleporting into the common room of the inn? Inside the room where you stayed in the inn?
The common room.
The common room of the inn?
Yep.
Okay.
Boop. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody. How you doing? We got a dragon.
Okay. So this is
Cool.
this is a place where you've been once.
Is there a place that we're more familiar with in there? Or it's not on my spell list, so that's fine.
You visited the inn once.
Yep. Yep.
And it's
So what do
the
I do,
closest
like,
place along the road that you actually remember. So, viewed once, 76 or lower is on target.
Yay!
It is a 9th circle spell when you're a 9th level caster, which means you don't need to make a roll to activate it. The scroll burns up, you touch your companions, and the 4 of you disappear and reappear in the middle of an argument between a man and his wife. They're also the innkeeper and the innkeeper's wife. And in hushed
There's gonna be
tones,
There's going to be a scream.
Are we in another screen right now?
I'm saving this map. Give map tools a moment.
Okay, I might have ate about 1 kilo of apples, so I might need to visit the toity at some point in the near future.
Just take the laptop with you, dude.
TMI. TMI. All right.
And Fox, yes, Ashoka should take Arcane's Trickster. I'm gonna see how far down Assassin I want to go, and then I might grab that. I might actually mix it in. There's the true improved uncanny dodge is coming up next, and the hide in plain sight is also soon.
Okay. A woman is screaming. She faints when the group of you appear in front of her, and leaving a very frightened-looking
Apologies.
player visible.
You left quite the impression last time we were here.
Give us all your cheese!
Oh,
We don't want your cheese.
my poor heart! I can't take any more of this.
Okay, calm down. It's me. It's Magnus.
I
We
don't
would like a
actually.
room, please, sir.
Where did you come from? Those
Vatapole.
you weren't there a moment ago. I didn't hear you come in.
Sorry.
Give me a
we
bluff
used
check
to-
as you're as you're pretending you walked in.
We fappel up it here.
We just came in. All right, let's just. 36. Oh, excuse me.
I thought half-orcs were bad. Trolls and now dragons?
You having problem with trolls?
Yes, he nods. And he kind of like wobbles his big head and multiple chins towards the staircase that leads down into the Fat Cat Tap House.
Okay.
She arrived here several days ago. She's demanding.
I said I wanted something spicy! This is not spicy!
Yeah, what is it
right.
that's yelling like
One,
this?
she's yelling in common.
A horrible, shrillish voice with a deep baritone sound.
Is that your mother-in-law?
And you can hear, the gods rest her bones. It is not. Oh, my wife here, my wife. And there's a woman that fainted because Marty didn't create her token.
Zed's gonna check on the woman.
Is Czargon waking her up?
Ashoka's gonna go down. Like Ashoka's just gonna go downstairs.
Okay. Let me arrange the rest of the tokens, as there is a very nice homey tap house in the basement. As we'll scroll out,
Ooh, very nice.
I'll show you a nice map where we can place tokens upon and perhaps have battles. Oh, a dragon! Oh, Ashoka, you're going down the stairs.
Yep.
Magnus is following. Zedd and Czargon following him behind. All right, let me adorn this with some patrons, shall we? Some important patrons. Apparently, the troll has scared a lot of people away. There's a man.
Yeah, we'll deal with this.
Sitting at a table. Apparently, I made this.
Are we allowed
big.
to just kill trolls?
Yep.
I don't know.
Just Grig.
It depends. If they have a bag of money, then probably not.
Okay, there's a man sitting alone at a table. It looks
like
like he's got some books and papers in front of him. He's got he looks like he's trying to concentrate, but the woman troll that's dominating the scene is seems to be quite loud. There is Mr. Chelsea Gainsworth, who is tending to his wife upstairs, and then we need 3 trolls.
It's been a long time since I rolled to kill shit, so it's like a good time to start.
Randomly, yes, he is a rogue. He's a little bit of a rogue.
Who is?
Magnus.
Yes.
There is
Magnus is going up. He's going up in rogue. Magnus is 4th?
Oh,
The 5th rogue?
that's Oh my. Lady, that's either too much or not enough. It's one of the two.
Oh, damn, baby. Ooh.
It's the whole thing of like the cartoon, where if the cartoon has no clothes on at all, it's fine, but you put a little bit of clothes on and suddenly it's dirty. It's one of those.
She is sitting down on a monstrous-sized seat. Her largesse is like extending way far out from her. You could give me a heal check if you want. Curiously, along her belly, she's got some weird-looking runes that are glowing red. And in the middle of her navel, there is a weird red stone that's glittering with some sort of magic. There are 2 trolls that are falling over themselves, trying to serve her dishes of things. And she's complaining that none of the dishes are hot enough. Hot in a spicy sort of way. And I'm just waiting for...
Marty, by any chance, does that gem on her belly navel look like it would fit in the glaive? Or in the bracer?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Because, RIP!
Try this. This supposed to have cat in it. I don't want cat. I don't want any cats. If it's not spicy, give me more of the peppers. I think this is a pepper.
Oh, that's good.
Excuse me, ma'am. I think it's time you left. I'm going to cast suggestion within the concealed casting and suggest you leave.
Okay.
I suggest you return to the mountain.
Return
to the cleft.
There is one other patron in here. Let me find him. He's sitting in a he's sitting in a corner, kind of underneath the stairs, like he's watching all of this, but keeping out of the way. This brave man, like, the place is empty aside from 3 trolls, the bartender. He seems to kind of, every once in a while when there's some noise going on, and he seems to be really into whatever he's writing. Like, he's just not worried.
Ashoka, check him out. What the fuck's with this guy?
I'd like to talk to him. Excuse me, ma'am. I think it would be good time for you to return to the caves. Return to the Cleft of Kelmar.
That guy? No. That guy? No. I guess we'll use this guy. I need a good name for a half-orc.
Crackus!
Thanks. You guys suck.
Stairmaster.
Crackus and Stairmaster. You guys are just like top-notch. Orc name generator. Got it. Don't worry. I got this.
Flabberbutt.
At least I gave you real names.
Stairmaster. Rango's a little bit better, but Stairmaster. Is it because you were on the stairs that you said that? All right, so Ashoka comes down the stairs and casts a spell, telling this woman to leave.
Using conceal spell.
Okay. Let me check her saving throws.
Huh, trolls. Our lucky day. Looks like we're gonna kill all of them.
They're not, like... They appear to be acting somewhat civilized.
Yeah, the troll men are at least wearing a little bit of clothing. So is she. They seem to be coming from the kitchen, like they've raided it several times. There doesn't seem to be anything beyond a few dead cats. Given that there are like big fat orange cats kind of like roaming around this place, they may have killed some of the cats. There's a lot of tipped over stuff and broken barrels. It's like they're making a mess. And then let's just look up troll stats.
It's a drunken disorderly. It's not a friggin'...
Hey man, do you feel threatened, like your life is in danger, and you request that this nice barbarian here save you? Say the word.
This nice barbarian here needs you to use the words, I am in fear for my life, and I request your aid to help me in protecting my person and property.
Her will save
Sign here.
is 21.
Ooh, the DC is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
So this is a suggestion.
Yep. 22. What did you get?
21.
Oh.
Okay, she's getting up.
Oh, you'll help me up. Grab some of that on the way out. We're going back to the caves.
It looks like we get a guide.
It appears that she's decided to leave. Mr. Gingsworth?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you just got here. You said you want spicy food. I do want spicy food, but we've got to go.
She's starting to leave.
Ashoka's going to back up the stairs to make way.
All right, grab that. Grab that one. This one's still wriggling. Grab it anyways. I like when the cats wriggle.
A bunch of cats go running upstairs. There's lots of them. They probably have a few to spare in a grim sort of way. Chelsea's like, oh my, they're coming up. His wife wakes up, sees the trolls coming upstairs. She faints again and passes out, and sending him into to help her. The trolls are leaving the tavern.
We'll follow them.
He's like, he elbows you like, hey, good going, yeah.
Okay. They just, you see the trolls holding on to stuff. They're dropping stuff, as this is not really planned very well. This half-orc comes up the stairs, kind of behind the trolls as they're leaving the inn.
All right, we're going back there already.
Yeah, I'm done with this. She's moving.
Hey, slow down there. Troll in your condition shouldn't be running away.
The trolls like give the dragon a look, and they seem frightened of it and move on. This half-orc comes upstairs. Oh, thank you, says, don't worry, honey, the trolls are gone. The trolls are gone. Half-orc stops when he sees you guys waiting. Who are you?
Concerned citizens.
What are you concerned about? Trolls are gone. Everything's all right now, right?
You didn't seem too intimidated.
Ah, they're just trolls.
Does he have any holy symbols on him?
Does he have weapons on him?
Yeah, he's got a great axe.
Standard?
Yeah, it's standard issue. Actually, half-orcs are born with them. They're just like, they come out of the
Pop
womb,
out.
just pop.
Okay,
great
fine.
axe.
It's a falchion. He's got a falchion on his back. Do you feel better?
Great falchion.
It's
Holy symbols. Let's see. 3. There's something that you can see. Nope, nothing particular about him. He looks earthy, like he spends a lot of time in the outdoors. He's big, strong. He's got scars.
in Orcish, what do you know of the Cleft of Kelmar?
You don't want to go there. The Cleft of Kelmar.
Of Kelmar. Jesus Christ, I want to call it Kelmvor so bad.
You don't want to go there, cousin.
Who
what he
is
says.
the human down there?
Some writer.
Pardon me, sir. I was going to go and sit across the table from this guy.
Okay, you notice he drinks from this little tiny cup of port that he's got the bottle on the table. He's got some books and papers and little drawings and things. He glances up at you. He kind of gives you a nod, like you don't matter, and he
Ashoka will take the bottle of port and pour a little bit more into his glass for him.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Nice, I can get some work done without those trolls around.
Okay, Ashoka will stand up and go and like read over his shoulder.
Okay. It's some sort of narrative. It's not lists, it's like prose.
Are you a bard of some sort?
No, I don't perform. I'm not a performing monkey. Thank you. Performing monkey. Nice. He opens up a little scrapbook and he writes down performing monkey. You notice that other scraps there's like pregnant troll, spicy food, and he continues to write.
It's fucking Mark Twain or some nonsense.
The name is Royce, if you must know. I'm
Ashoka.
writing hopefully the greatest imperial novel.
Were you not worried about your safety?
Hmm?
The trolls.
Oh yes, quite worried. If you don't experience life, however, in the full range of emotions, how are you supposed to ever write about it? Watch them skin a cat. That was awful, he says. You do just notice a note that says, skinned cat.
Awful.
Awful. You do notice that he looks up at you and says, "Curious Snake Man, Volcanica, question mark," and then he goes about writing about some, out of context, like pulling out a random novel and starting to read it. There's people talking.
Yep.
What can I do for you, Mr.
Ashoka.
Ah, is that an ethnic name?
Yes.
He writes down Ashoka, ethnic names. He underlines Volcanica, and then goes back to crafting this sentence that he's been working on for the last 3 minutes that you've been talking to him. Hey, Kenny. The name is Royce. Did I say that already? Not sure. I forget sometimes.
Does he have any spell components on him, or?
Maybe. He's got a coat.
Perception check.
He does not have a big bulging spell component on him. He seems to be wearing a coat in the middle of summer. It's quite warm down here. The smell of troll stench and spilt beer.
I will remember your name, Royce.
Ah, yes. I'll likely have perished by the time that this is published and famous across the Empire. Artists, they tend to die poor. The trolls are gone. You can get some work done.
Ashoka looks suspiciously at the note that says Ashoka from Snake Man Volcanica.
Yep. You didn't happen to do anything about that, did you? I thought I heard you pronounce with a commanding voice from atop those stairs like some lordly master.
No. Must have been
Lordly
Brandy.
master of the stairs. Interesting. He writes down stairmaster. Got an idea for... No. Children books can wait.
I bid you good day, Royce.
That's very polite.
May the face of luck glance upon thee.
Luck? What does Lady Luck have anything to do with this?
Maybe you won't die poor.
Oh! I suppose opportunities are simply the windows of getting things done, or what you want. And just hope that it is your window that you put your hand through, or head.
I've always heard that stories are a window into one's soul.
Ah, yes. Well, I am a man of my time, perhaps ahead of it. In some chapters, perhaps behind. And still. Pour some more port. For himself.
Well, leave the weirdo.
Alright, you notice that
Let us-
this half-orc has gone to the window and is just watching them. You sure scared them.
I can follow the tracks.
Oh, don't worry about it. Bunch of trolls out that way. No need to follow. They weren't hurting anyone.
Sense motive.
Sure. He says in Orcish just to Zed, like he was speaking in common
Yep.
for that part. He says to Zed, you don't want to get involved, cousin.
Zed'll nod. Why wouldn't we want to go that way?
I told you, trolls, a whole lot of them. Not safe. He glances at the red dragon. They're not gonna like that thing, your pet. I am not their pet. Easy. No disrespect, just trying to tell some fellow travelers what to avoid. You should avoid following the trolls, looks like they're going home.
Where is their home?
Like I said, where you shouldn't follow, if you catch my meaning.
they going to the Cleft?
Cleft's a big place. Probably get lost there. A lot of dangerous things there.
It's a good thing we have a guide.
He stands up. Are you thick-headed? Look at you. You're a city folk. I can smell your perfume from here.
And not just my own, I assure you.
If I can smell you, the trolls are gonna smell you. They're troll hounds, all that. You should stay here. They got good beer down there. The dwarf that makes it is really good at his job. And I'm here to make sure the people stay away. Make sure that everything's safe here. The trolls behave, people behave, everyone behaves.
Oh, it's very important that everyone behaves. We're gonna cast Charm Person while talking.
Okay. Alright, my barbarian. He behaves. You behave. I think the bonus.
Magnus is taking a look out the window to see where they're going, direction, and all that.
You got 3 trolls carrying a bunch of shit and spilling stuff.
Should be easy.
We'll be able to track that. You got a Zed?
Yeah, I think I have survival as well.
Yeah.
Oh my, look at that will save. Plus 5.
4.
He looks at you. Can I talk to you outside for a moment?
Certainly.
Don't worry, we'll just be a moment. I need to talk to him. What was your name? He steps outside,
Ashoka.
kind of kicking the door open and walking outside.
Ashoka.
Ashoka, huh? You seem like a good sort. You sent by my master?
Yes.
Ah, well. Everything's alright. Trolls have been taught well.
There are some that are misbehaving.
Well, yeah, they're fucking trolls. Of course they're misbehaving.
Yes, and she is very displeased with some of the purchases.
Who? Oh, the green slice. No offense. Yeah, well, you shouldn't go up there. There's that old kooky troll wandering around. She's a tough cookie. I don't know if she liked all the poking and prodding that our master did. You know, the runes on the belly?
Tell me.
Tell you what.
I missed the show about with the runes.
Oh yeah, the runes.
Yes, I've seen the runes. I missed them being applied.
Out of the moor, what can I say? Master Nicodemus drew on them with magic. I had to find that fiery thing. He needed some sort of fire thing as a focus. It's in her belly button.
Yeah.
Anyways, some mother of trolls or something like that didn't like Nicodemus poking around with, you know, all the birthing and that sort of thing. Go figure. So the things that she's squirted out are all being raised by the troll mother. No, not that mother. There's a scary one.
Hey, Ahmed, is it really important that we go to this place? I don't want to go there anymore. Mother of trolls, all the other things. Oh, are any of those things monsters?
Troll mother came out of the moors after they learned that, I guess, in their trollish ways, that Nicodemus is futzing around and a bunch of trolls were, fighting each other.
Yes, Nicodemus should still be invaluable. The master.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to go out there. All the fighting's done, though. Like, all the males, you know, the eating each other.
Yes, the cannibalism.
He looks at you. Oh, you didn't hear?
No.
Well, you know how trolls just sort of get up.
Mm-hmm.
They made the biggest and baddest trolls fight each other.
Yes. Didn't they get up, presumably?
Oh, you didn't. That was a lot of fun. They should have done that in the arena.
Do tell.
The Horde of 9 warriors.
Knowledge arcane.
Sure.
I'm not really good at that kind of crap. I mostly just go, oh yeah, of course, the heart of the thing was 7.
You have no idea. A Horde of 9 warriors. They fought over it and ate each other's hearts over it. It was a bloody mess.
And the victor, is he still here? Is he...
Well, yeah, he ate 8 others. Master said something about their spirits residing inside of him.
If you had a troll hydra, would you call it a trident? Tridra?
Apparently, the master went through half a dozen trolls trying to stick the heart of the 9th warrior into the troll's chest. Wouldn't take. Till finally he found one. Well, then that one got its heart ripped out, and he had to go through a few more. I think the troll matron's all pissed off at all the dying trolls, and her troll's been taken away and fucking around with the troll mating. But he got what he wanted. Not too sure what he's gonna do with those ones, though. Apparently, little fire spitters that are coming out of them could set a whole barn on fire.
Does acid still bother them?
Yeah. He shows you a bunch of bottles. I keep a few of them around just to make sure the trolls remember what I did to a couple of them.
Oh, could I borrow 1 or 2?
Yeah, sure. Here you go. He gives you 3 acid flasks.
Nice.
You want to pour them on the trolls on their head when they're down. Gonna just eat through their skull, stops them from recuperating.
So are they, with the mingling, are they completely immune to fire?
What do you mean?
Well, they spit it, but does it still burn them?
Oh yeah, the little shits? Yeah. I don't think he's onto that project anymore. It'd take too long for the trolls to grow. But there's 3 of them, plus whatever's brewing in that belly. He points off at the trolls running away.
Ahmed, put 3 acid flasks on Magnus's sheet, because I think you're the only one that doesn't have an acid thing.
Then we found the Horde of 9 warriors. And he said that would do. Those fuckers in the arena aren't gonna know what's good for them. I saw the Horde of 9 warriors work when he had one thing inside of it. Ooh, bloody mess.
Oh, I'm pretty certain that the green slice has some dupe just waiting to be destroyed.
Yeah. Guess I know who's gonna be champion. It's gonna be champion, or whatever the fuck they called it.
Yeah, trolls, not known for their creativity.
Nope, but I guess they know who's champ. Thing is, you kill the champ, and there's a new one that's gonna come ripping right out of his chest. 8 fucking times.
Yes.
Alright, so you've been warned. Everything's alright here. The trolls haven't been uppity. It's alright.
Thank you very much, friend. You've really convinced us that this journey that we're on, it probably isn't worth it. We're city folk, very easily broken.
Tagdud.
Ashoka.
Give my master his best. Tell him I'm still waiting for last month's coin.
Yes, I will inform him. Additionally, I'll let him know that you're doing a good job keeping the trolls from disrupting business.
Yeah, we wouldn't want any Imperials mucking around here.
Exactly. Got to keep them off the road.
Just us Corsicans.
Okay. We're gonna walk away.
Are we going on a killing spree? I mean, shopping spree?
Then we're gonna walk just around the bend and then go follow the trail.
Sing! Let's go do this.
Ashoka's gonna give the acid flasks to. I don't think
Magnus
Magnus has an
has
acid
the
weapon.
look of a child at a candy store. This is gonna be awesome.
All right, so the trolls have, after a 10-minute conversation, or have a little bit of a head start. You want to give me a survival check to follow their tracks?
Sure.
What did you say, Adam? You said I have 3 flasks of acid on me.
Yes.
You said you gave them to me. Did you give me all 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, so Zed's survival's okay.
So I drink this like this.
Yes, you drink it. Let's check to see. Ugh. Okay. 14. Following 3 large creatures through the woods.
Okay, you lose it a couple of times. Czargon takes to the air and basically is aiding you, and eventually you do catch up to the trolls. You're sort of like a few minutes behind them.
That's fine.
How long does the
Suggestion?
last?
9 hours.
Okay. So you end up walking for, now it's 8 hours. You're walking north along this old trail. It's almost like an ancient road that turned into a trail over time. Overgrown patches of the stonework kind of.
This is an interesting bit of conundrum.
Sticking out here and there, some ancient markers that have been plowed over, a washed out.
We know the general direction that we've gone, and I think we're looking for a whole bunch of trolls. So that's probably something we can do. So we might want to figure out how hard these fire troll things are before, because from the map we knew about how far was it? It was.
From the map, it was about a day and a half's walk from the road.
Yeah, so we need to sleep.
Yep.
We basically move for a
And
whole
you
day.
seem to have found an ancient road which leads to an ancient temple, so this road probably leads right to there.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, I think this is about as far as our guides need to take us.
Yeah, all right.
Magnus
We'll
said
rest
Czargon.
here.
What do you want me to do? I can catch up to them, no problem. The rest of you are gonna have to run. Or perhaps we wait till they make camp.
Who is the slowest amongst you? I guess it's Ashoka.
Ashoka.
Yeah, trolls move it.
It's right on the
30.
back of.
So Zed's base movement is 50.
Right. Yeah. Zed turns into a horse right on his back.
No. What part of? How many ways can we say nope? No.
Turn into a beast of burdens. Your master's balls could be riding on your back.
Exactly. Back of your neck. Trying to think in my head.
Pride. Professional adventuring pride.
Yep. And when as a fire elemental, Zed has a 70-foot move speed.
Okay, Czargon flies at something ridiculous like 170. Magnus is moving at what, 40?
Yeah.
So Ashoka's slowing you guys down.
Yep.
Hey, Ashoka.
About how far away are we from them?
Come on, I'll give you a piggyback.
Hey, Mets. Adam, Ahmed, and I have been playing together for like 12 plus years. Mark is usually with us.
It's been a horrible set of years.
So these campaigns are basically between the group of us. We are basically